stopping by Empath Lives Matter. I'm outside enjoying the nature today, and I would like to share some things with you about empaths. Yes, I am an empath, but I'm all empaths. What do I mean by that? Well, first of all, let's talk about what is an empath. I'm going to give you the definition that Dr. Judith Orloff, she's a psychiatrist, she's also an empath out of Los Angeles, California. And her definition is on Google: empaths are highly sensitive, finely tuned instruments when it comes to emotions. We feel everything. Sometimes to the extreme, and are less apt to intellectualize feelings. Intuition is the filter through which we experience the world. Empaths are naturally giving, spiritually attuned, and good listeners. And then I came across, she talked about first time management, setting limits and boundaries with draining people. I didn't know it was called that because I had to do that today. I talked with some people that are close to me, okay, and my loved ones. And today is already the full moon in Pisces, where your intuition is off the chart. So you feel everything. Then you're an empath on top of that, so nobody can pull anything on you. So when I hung up with them over the phone, because energy is fluid, so it can be felt even over the phone. Because there are several type of empaths. There are the physical, the emotional, the plant empaths, the earth empaths, the animal empaths, physical empaths, and I'm sure I missed some. Sir Isaac Newton was an empath, and just from a touch, I probably won't be able to explain that because I hadn't read it in a while. The neutrons go to his brain, and something else happens, but I have the same type energy that he has. What's her name? It's beautiful. A couple celebrities I'm trying to think of. Nicole Kidman, she's an empath. It's the guy that makes you laugh all the time. That did the movie about God. You know what I'm talking about. I love him. I can't think of his name. But we feel everything. I mean, our pores are larger. And yours, the normal person is smaller. So we feel everything. So we have to be fierce, and especially when we're dealing with energy vampires. So it's called, because I had to really get intense with my setting limits and boundaries, because when I hung up I really felt it, because they started to really, really talk about me. And after I went into fierce management, it went away quickly. These are gifts, but we have to know how and when to set boundaries and try to stay away from those energy vampires draining people, whether they're your loved ones or whatever. So you really have to set those limits. Empaths are quite amazing. When my partner transitioned, he knew all the things that I'm talking about, but he didn't know. He never said that he was an empath. I don't know about the name Empath. So I don't know. I was trying to get that water back there because it's gorgeous. So when he left, he used to always kid. He said, "I'm going to leave these gifts with you." And I was like, "Don't leave them with me." But a person is born with these gifts. But he used to protect me a lot when I was around him. Because I didn't know I didn't know I was an empath until after he transitioned and left. So I started feeling the intensity of the energies. And then I was like, what in the world is wrong with me? So I started researching, and I came across Dr. Orloff's books and her information, and some other doctors as well. So that's how I found out that I'm an empath. And when you absorb other people's energy, the positive and the negative. So when you do absorb these energies, the negative energies, you can go out in nature, go out in the sun. If you're close to a beach, take a dip in the water, in the ocean. Whether you be on the West Coast, of course, go to the Pacific Ocean, and if you're on the East Coast, go to the Atlantic, wherever you are. Or if you're not by the beach, then you can get in the shower or submerge in a bathtub with salt water. You can use Epsom salt or any type of those, any type of salt that you wish will, really cleanse. It will cleanse the energy. Also call on Angel Metatron. He specifically cleanse the energy. So when you are in conversation with someone, and when you finish, you need to call back your energy from all people, places, things, timelines, and dimensions with love, and then have Archangel Metatron to cleanse the energy. So, because it will come back and enter into your body, your container. It will do that. So it's a lot to know about empaths. When I first told my loved ones, my family members, friends, that I was an empath, they treated me like I was worthless. I mean, like something was wrong with me. And then when I started using the word universe instead of God, I just used universe. They really I had one relative. She was like, I can't wait to see you. Can't wait till you get here. And when I mentioned last time, the conversation I had, when I mentioned universe, I hadn't talked to her today. I hadn't talked to her since then. That's been a few years ago. So, I was raised as a Christian. I was just looking at one of the astrologers, Peace Tiller. I love that illustration you did about, you were holding the Bible and the Christians talking about, you are all sinners, you going to hell. and the other one, I mean, he's really good with, and you can, they need to welcome you into Hollywood and do a few movies, and I'll join you because I think I would do well acting. I did some acting, and I also taught drama, but drama classes. Did I say that right? Acting classes. So over the years. But after my second Saturn return, I tell you, that empath kicked in. The empath energies. I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to survive this? So now, I've learned how to use the survivor techniques. I got to get this last book of Dr. Orloff, but I got all her books. I've given some of them away, but I love the audio books because sometimes when I'm driving, I can put in that audio book, or if I'm relaxing, I can put that in and relax and listen to it, at the end of the day. So I would like to go on a retreat to Dr. One of Orloff's retreats that she always have. So maybe one day I'll get a chance to do that because I am on the West Coast. But I always follow her online, so I know that Dr. Orloff, I know they have another book out, and I got to get that book. So, I just wanted to share those things. I can go into some other things, but we'll talk about some of the different empaths. Jim Carrey is an empath as well. I love him. I'm just telling you some of the other people that are famous celebrities, they know about being an empath as well. So thank you for stopping by my channel. And until next time, namaste.